guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button. If you like them even more, please subscribe. Now I am still dumbfounded over the Queen's passing. I think we knew the Queen was 96 and we know that people can't live forever, but we always think that the Queen is going to live forever, and I'm just dumbfounded and shocked still. I'm in a state of shock. I'm walking around doing everything like a robot, you know, because I'm not completely, myself at the moment. I'm not. I'm shocked, I'm dumbfounded. She's been my Queen since I've been born. I'm 53 now and she's gone, and we've got to get used to King Charles III. Right, Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 1:04 p.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Friday the 9th of September.
And Alexa, the weather. Alexa, the weather.
Currently, in Rochester it's 17 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect some sun and thunderstorms, with a high of 20 degrees and a low of 12 degrees.
It was so nice to hear that there were rainbows over Buckingham Palace yesterday. And, you know, I believe that now the Queen is at rest with her husband, Prince Philip. Okay, now I'm going to go on to what happens to me today, to me, Crystal, as an online diary to go back to in the future. Now, I rang my mother, Jennifer, this morning. My mum, she left me a message. My mum, Jennifer, is not a fan of the monarchy, and she never has been. It was my father when I was a child that told me to stand up when the Queen's speech was on at Christmas, and I've always respected Queen Elizabeth II, right? So I respect royalty. I have grown up with Queen Elizabeth II, and I'm shocked, and I would love to be in London right now expressing my condolences and laying down flowers, and I can't because I'm financially unable to, and I can't drive to London. I can't drive, and I'm unable to get up there, and it would take ages to get up to London on foot, and I can't even ride a bicycle, guys. I can't. My life has been very restricted. I've had a mother that doesn't drive, and she doesn't believe in the royal family, okay? She didn't like Queen Elizabeth, and she doesn't like Prince Charles or Camilla, okay? But that's my my mother's opinion. It's not my Crystal's opinion. I've been brought up to be respectful, and whatever my mum thinks, it's not my opinion. So my mum left me a message. I called my mum back, and this is what my mother, Jennifer, said to me this morning. That Queen Elizabeth had a funny sense of humour. Bearing in mind that Queen Elizabeth has passed away, she said that Queen Elizabeth had a funny sense of humour. Right? My mum doesn't want to see me today. So later on this morning, I had a message from my son. Would I like a coffee? So my son asked me to walk up to Costa's in Rochester, where I live. My mother, Jennifer, lives in Chatham, so we both went into the Co-op first. My son was looking for a salad to eat. We couldn't find a salad, My son said hello to Kim. Kim spoke to my son and myself, and then we walked into Costa's. No food. Neither of us got any food. Walked into Costa's, and my son ordered me a cappuccino with chocolate frosting on top, and he had a coffee, and we sat outside Costa Coffee together, mother and son. So we were sitting down there for a while, and then some guys sat at tables, like 2 tables down, and he was talking about a wedding. A wedding. We don't want anybody at the wedding, just you and me. I could hear it. He was yelling down his phone while I was trying to drink my coffee. We don't want anybody at the wedding, just you and me. Nobody else. No fuss. So my son put his phone up a bit because he was talking so loud across his mobile we could hear everything he was saying. Well, I could. So drinking my coffee, and some builders or workmen were pulling up a tree, digging up a tree and putting it on a truck and driving past. Then a disabled bloke came out of Costa's in a wheelchair or a mobility scooter, and on the back of his mobility scooter was Quickie. Quickie. My mum had also told me to be good today. Have a good day. She didn't want to see me today, but I was to have a good day. Because, the devil is bad. And, have a good day. So there was a lot of trucks going around with delivery. Del being short for my father, Derek. My father, Derek Trower, died last year, 2021. So we've got DPD delivery drivers going past. Del, short for Derek. My name is Crystal, or Genestra, as I've signed the Queen's condolence book, Genestra Trower, because that's how I remember the Queen when I was born, Genestra Trower. I've signed the condolence book, not Jennifer Trower, Genestra Trower. So I'm sitting there with all this palaver going on. I'm stunned and shocked at the Queen's passing. I'd rather be up in London laying flowers. I've got this guy talking about a wedding on his phone in one ear. There's all this distraction going past, lorries and things. And, I'm still single, and I'm quite happy to be so. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. Life is short. We don't live forever. Why bother spoiling my day? Because I wouldn't bother worrying about it because I don't anymore. Life goes on. Whatever happens, as we found out now, the Queen's passed on. God rest her soul. She is now happy with her husband, in peace. So I'm not going to probably see my son for 2 weeks now. So I'm completely on my own with a mum that doesn't really care. Am I allowed to say this, that she can come across as self-centred and thinks only about herself and not about other people? She's completely self-centred with herself, right? I'd already been into the Co-op this morning. I got a feast lolly, I had a coffee, I got the newspaper. I'm going to have a chicken burger in a moment. A chicken or a rib burger it is, before I walk Max by myself. I am not obsessed with my looks, as you can see. This is my natural hair colour. I don't believe in makeup, plaster, paint or plastic. This is me, raw. If you don't like it, not my problem. One thing I will say about the Queen is she stayed natural right to the end. She didn't dye with dyed hair and Botox. She died naturally. She was a natural Queen. and people respected the Queen because she was natural. She wasn't plastic or fake. Right? So my son and I have gone back to our separate flats. I live alone by myself, and you know, where I am now, some people are carrying on as if nothing ever happened. Okay, it's very difficult because Queen Elizabeth has been a part of my life since I was born. It's a shock to my system, but some people are just being ridiculous. Some people, not all. Carrying on stupid scenarios when the Queen has passed on, worrying about what people look like is ridiculous. Because it doesn't bother me at all. I sit down, I have a coffee, and I'm concentrating on the coffee, and not what people are doing, unless they're in my face. So I'm going to now be by myself for at least a couple of weeks, which is quite frightening now that the Queen has passed on. I have signed the Book of Condolences online. I respected our Queen, and I'm devastated, shocked. But life goes on, and we've all got to carry on what we do. Life doesn't come to a halt, it carries on. But I am shocked. And also my neighbour upstairs with his Ford Mondeo went past Costa Coffee whilst me and my son were sat together outside drinking coffee on a table. Him upstairs in his Ford Mondeo. And I'm well aware that I, in the past, when he's made noise, have gone, no thank you, underneath the flat. Because somebody that made so much noise and wanted me to go upstairs to tell them to be quiet, when I'm a shy, reserved person when it comes to meeting new people. So everybody's going, no thank you, because that's what I used to do when he made noise upstairs. No thank you, because he was making so much noise, it was obvious he wanted me to knock on the door. And I never did, and I never will. See you later.